Hi guys, welcome to Paraty, Brazil. Last time I talked to you guys, I was in Ilha Grande still. Continued finishing the hike in Pico do Papagaio, which is amazing. The next day headed out back to Angra. Have been traveling with the Argentinian girl I first met in Angra. So anyways, both of us went to Ilha Cataguas, which is a small little island close to Angra, which is absolutely amazing, beautiful. It's really tiny, but it's a really beautiful island. So spent the day there, swam around. There's also like other small islands close by. So swam across to another island there and pretty much just hung out. That day though, we actually went back to Angra, ended up couch surfing at a guy's place there. Even though we ended up only staying one night, it was a really cool experience. He's actually in a band, so the rest of the band came over, they were practicing, so we got to hear some live rock music, hang out with them, and had dinner and everything like that. So it was a good last day there. And then the next day we took our time heading out, but eventually made our way here to Paraty. So Paraty is a really cute colonial city. It was colonized a lot of years, many years ago by the Portuguese. So it has cobblestone roads and just really cute colonial style looking buildings you can probably see behind me. So the first day we walked around the town a bit, exploring the city, checking out the shops, restaurants, that sort of thing. Have been eating out a lot here as well as shopping. So that was the first day, went out to dinner, and then later had some caipirinhas at this bar called Sarau that always has live music, really good live Brazilian music. Tried some different ones with maracuja, which is passion fruit, as well as a pineapple one, but in the end the ones that I've been making lately actually were a lot better. They were too strong. But that was the first night. Then later we ended up meeting up with a couple couch surfers from here and went to another bar, hung out there, and then also did a little bit of dancing to forró, which is a Brazilian folkloric style of music. I learned some before in one of the past trips coming to Brazil, but anyways, it was fun getting to dance a little bit, and if you're dancing with someone that knows what they're doing and can guide you, that's always a lot better. So that was fun, had a good first night. We ended up getting back late, so the next day had a really slow start and decided to go to the beach even though we didn't have a lot of time because basically today and tomorrow are raining. So went to Trindade, which is a really cute town on the beach, coastal town. Hung out at the beach for a while, didn't end up walking around there too much because anyways, we got there late and there were some restaurants on the beach playing really good live music. So we ended up just kind of hanging out there, enjoying the music, and then afterwards walking around the town a little bit. Later headed back, walked around the city some more, had dinner, and then ended up later also every night have been going back to that bar, Sarau, because they're really good Brazilian music. So that was yesterday. And then today we ended up going with our couch surfing hosts to check out some of the waterfalls close by. First one's called Jamaica and the second one's Surfista. We didn't get to see anyone doing it there today because of the weather, I'm sure, and it's technically winter here. But apparently they have surfing competitions there, which people actually surf down this rock slide on their feet. So it would be really cool to see that. We'll have to look up some videos on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's called Surfista. And then there's also this giant rock you can cliff jump off of. We didn't do that, but we did climb off the rock. It's really sketchy, especially because it was wet. But anyways, made it back down. I'm retired from cliff jumping anyways, if you've been watching since Switzerland, after the last time I did it. So anyways, this beautiful area we got to check out. And then afterwards we went to a distillery, a cachaça distillery close by, and got to try a lot of different types of cachaça. And then one of the main ones you hear about here is called Gabriela, so I had to try that one since it has my name, which actually has a mix of cinnamon and clove, I believe. So it's a sweeter version of it. But anyways, we got to try a lot of different flavors. And then later headed back. Again, have been walking around the city some more, shopping. Finally got a pair of flip-flops, Ipanemas, because my old ones are falling apart. And then again went out to dinner, and I think we're gonna go in a little bit to this other bar or club called The Secret that has Brazilian funky music, which is really good Brazilian dance music, kind of similar to our rap or reggaeton, something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to the last few days. The plan is to head out tomorrow to go to Ilha Bela because I only have a few more days before I leave Brazil. So that's pretty much everything up until now. A few other things before saying goodbye that I've learned or noticed along the way. Some more words they use here. Ta is something they say a lot, like in agreement and conversation. Ta, ta. They also say isso, which is another common phrase here. Also kind of like yeah, in agreement. So you hear that a lot here. Also, this was in Rio, but you see a lot of people selling stuff on the subway, although technically it's illegal and they have like signs in the subway saying not to support it, but you see it everywhere. They also use another similar app to Uber here, or I would say more in Rio, but called Cabify. So got to try that because it's actually cheaper than Uber in case you ever come here. Also learned from my first host there that I think recently they changed Instagram here to where it no longer shows how many viewers you have because they kind of want to get rid of that, I guess like what Instagram's used for popularity contests these days, and they want to eliminate that. So that's something different about how it works here in Brazil. Another thing, my name here is really common. They finally spell it right, Gabby, with an I, not a Y, but they pronounce it different. So here it's Gabi instead of other countries it's Gabby with the accent on the A. And then aside from that, if people don't realize that I'm Brazilian, they usually guess I'm Argentinian. So I'm getting one or the other. I've had some conversations or lack of conversations with people just like nodding my head and smiling that don't realize I don't understand a bit. But that leads me to another point. I've been speaking Portuñol, which is a combination of Portuguese and Spanish. So a lot of times you can get by if you speak Spanish because they will understand you better, although it's harder to understand Portuguese because the accent's so different. But I've been getting by okay, so it's been all right. I think that's pretty much all though I have for you guys in Paraty. Let me show you the views real quick and then I will say goodbye. So this is the main street here. You can already hear some of the live music. There's some people playing there. There's actually the main church there. And here's the restaurants and bars, etc. The ones that are still open. It's actually pretty chill right now because it's low season. But in summertime, there's a lot more movement and everything. Alright, well that's all for now. I will talk to you guys next time, I believe, from Ilha Bela. Talk to you soon. Bye.